What is your why for quitting marijuana? So I just took a poll in the community tab asking you guys, what do you want from quitting marijuana? And the options were relationships, money, career, inner peace, better health, or all of the above. And 95 of you guys voted, so big shout out to you guys for voting, really appreciate it. And of course, the unanimous answer was all of the above. So we're gonna break down all these today, and why I think it's important to know your why is because that is really gonna help propel you through the times that are difficult, AKA when you wanna relapse, AKA when it just doesn't feel worth it, or even in those beginning stages where there's a lot of withdrawal symptoms, it hurts, it sucks, it's like, I'd rather just be smoking weed again. This is really gonna keep you locked in and to make you realize, okay, yes, I wanna go smoke weed right now. Yes, I would love nothing more than just to blaze bud and escape reality. However, I know that doing that is gonna take me away from my bigger purpose, the bigger why in life. And for a lot of people, I was one of those people, I didn't have a why most of my life. I kind of floundered around, and so I would just basically grasp at anything that I could get. And then once I got clean, I realized, okay, I have a lot to live for, AKA I have to actually put focus into it and work on it daily, put in diligent effort, and I can't be messing around with drugs anymore. So that was my why, and so let's dive into it. So the first one is gonna be relationships. This one's a big one. I didn't have great relationships when I was using. I imagine some of you don't either. And it also can be very isolating to be using all the time, just alone in the bedroom smoking weed. So one of the things that comes from quitting is better relationships with friends, family, significant others, etc. It all progressively gets better. And this has been a big motivator for myself as well. There's been times where I'm like, you know what? I could go smoke weed again, right? But I'm gonna get really socially anxious, I'm gonna be paranoid again, I'm gonna be back in my own whole inner world that's not really based in reality, and therefore the relationships I have are gonna suffer. And I like relationships, they're a lot of fun, whether it be business relationships, work relationships, friends, etc., collabing with people on YouTube. I know that when I'm at my best, I'm gonna bring out the best in the other person as well, and we're just gonna have an awesome time, awesome conversation, and it's gonna be something I remember. And on my deathbed, there's this quote that says, nobody ever thought on their deathbed, man, I wish I would have worked more on my business. And I guarantee you, probably most people haven't thought, dang, I wish I smoked more weed. They probably thought, man, I wish I had better relationship. Man, they probably thought I wish I would have had better relationships if they had regrets, or I wish I spent more time with my kids, etc. However, probably they didn't think, hey, I wish I would have smoked more weed. So this is definitely something that keeps me motivated as well. One of the joys of life is relationships. The next thing is going to be money and career. Now this one is something that I really wanted from a very young age. So this is a goal I had since I was a kid, right? However, I didn't know that you have to put a lot of work into creating stuff, to putting value into the world, to receiving that money. So of course, when I was just smoking weed all the time, I wasn't really adding much value to the world, besides to the people I was dealing to. And even then, one could argue that it's not adding much value. So since I quit, I put a lot of energy and focus into understanding money, understanding my relationship with it. Because for a long time, I didn't have a very functional relationship with it. I was afraid of it. I put it on a pedestal, etc. And I'm starting to learn just now, after almost 7 years clean, that money really isn't all that it's cracked up to be. However, it's very important, and it can bring a lot of joy if kind of having the right relationship with it. And so for me, that means not putting it on a pedestal, like I just said, not putting it above other things, making sure I'm taking days off from work and stuff, etc. So this is something that really is a bonus that comes from getting clean, is that one, you have more money because you're not smoking weed all the time and spending it on the weed. And two, then you get to go do stuff that you kind of want to do, like save money, go enjoy things, go on a trip maybe, just kind of build wealth, have that peace of mind really. It's not going to solve every problem, I know that now. However, it does bring about a sense of just, okay, I'm okay. I'm going to be able to pay my bills, something happens, I won't be out in the streets, etc. And so those are real big motivators for me to stay off the weed too, because I know if I start smoking weed again, I'm going to start spending a lot of money on it. Probably go travel somewhere where there is weed spend all I can on it. Who knows the consequences? And I don't want that. I want to be able to have that peace of mind, have that financial backup, and I don't want to be spending all my money on a piece of flour that I light on fire. It's essentially just lighting money on fire. So the next part of this is career. So getting to have something that you get excited to wake up for, to put passion, energy, focus, drive, discipline into, and that just kind of lifts your spirits. I'll be honest, we all know deep down that a job isn't gonna, solve all our issues. It's not gonna complete us. But hey, we're in this world, we gotta live it. Might as well have some fun with it, and might as well do something that brings joy. And so that's really something I've gotten to focus on over this period of quitting marijuana, is finding a career I really like. And so maybe that's something you're dealing with. Maybe you want that thing that is gonna be able to provide income for you, maybe provide income for your family or your future family, and you know that weed is getting in the way of it because, well, I can just speak for myself. I was quite lazy when I smoked weed. I didn't want to get off my butt and do some work. And what I found is that when I did quit weed, I just had so much free time. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not smoking weed 9 hours a day. I might as well go do something with my life. Hey, I might as well just start working on creating a business or learning how to make money, etc. So that's a huge, awesome perk of quitting marijuana and staying off marijuana, is getting to build wealth, getting to build a career. So comment down below if that is one of your goals in quitting marijuana. We'd love to know. So the next one here is going to be inner peace. Now this is a big one, and this one may it motivate you to stay off weed, because although the beginning periods can be rocky, like I said before, the inner peace that comes from it is just something money can't even buy. Going to bed at night just knowing that, wow, I put in a good day's work, I'm not on these substances, wow, I can just go to bed in peace. It's just, you gotta experience for yourself. I'll just leave it at that. And maybe for some of you, you haven't had inner peace in your life. I know a lot of people that deal with substance abuse, deal with addiction, they've had really traumatic childhoods. Maybe things were unstable. Maybe, parents weren't always the way we wanted them to be. Maybe just being in emotionally volatile environments. And so this is an opportunity for you to find that inner peace, to be that loving parent that maybe you never got. Mom, Dad, if you're watching this, you were great. I'm saying though, for a lot of folks that they didn't get that, and this is again a great opportunity to become that for yourself. And this is going to probably take a little bit of work, so I know I'm just saying this off the cuff here. However, it does take analyzing your past, analyzing your family, where you came from. Not overanalyzing, but enough to where you can start to heal those wounds. And through that, we can't talk about all that today. That would take hours. So for that, it really takes maybe some therapy, maybe getting a sponsor, or coach, or someone that can help you walk through these things. It's going to be a journey for sure. However, that journey begins with quitting marijuana. So if you do want help with that, I do have a free recovery resource guide you can download below. It's going to have over 30 different resources that are free besides the books and possibly the movies, but YouTube channels, books, movies, support groups, online communities, etc. Most of them are free anyway, and you can grab that for free, just putting your name and email, and it'll be sent right to your inbox. If you want to work with me personally to try to work through some of this stuff, you can reach out through the link down below as well for Sobriety 101 coaching. We'll love to help you out with that. And let's get into the last one here, which is going to be better health. So this Better Health, not Better Health. This video is not sponsored by them. Better Health though, I was not very healthy when I was smoking weed, and you might not be either. I know I spent a lot of time on the couch, in my bed. I wasn't going to the gym regularly. I wasn't eating healthy, because once those munchies kicked in, it was game over. It's like, why would I eat healthy when I could just go to McDonald's? Are you kidding me? So once I got clean, I was able to start focusing on that stuff. I was able to have the diet I always wanted, put the work into to eat the foods that I knew were good for me, because there was a bit of a kind of withdrawal period when I wasn't dousing my body with sugars and fats and all kinds of oils and stuff, like gross grease and stuff. So when I started to eat healthy, it made a huge difference, and it really helped me stay off weed, and I think get through those initial few weeks or months of the withdrawal period, because I just had that buffer of good food in my system. Also, I started to work out again, which I mentioned a lot on this channel, is really important for one, long-term mental health stability, two, just feeling overall good about yourself, living longer, three, and then four, staying off marijuana, because I see it as that you're getting a natural high. You're getting an endorphin rush that is going to kind of, in a sense, replace the weed. Obviously, it's not the same high in any sense, but it's a different high, and it's still gonna get you buzzing after you get a good workout in, no doubt. So I think that's a very important goal to have, and something that can really motivate people to stay off weed long term, is getting to have a great, long, luxurious life full of feeling good, get the body you want, get in shape, whatever you want, whether that's your thing or not, or just, enjoy the beauty of nature, or going on hikes, anything, etc. So that is a huge why. That's a huge why for me, and it definitely keeps me motivated today, and hopefully it can keep you motivated too.